Good morning, everyone, and welcome into Local4’s 4 Things You Need to Know to start off your day. Today is going to be Wednesday, February 18th. My name is Ian Mason. Let's go ahead and jump into our top stories for this morning. Starting off with, the Nebraska Unicameral has introduced a bill that would require federal agents to have a warrant before entering Nebraska schools. Lincoln Senator George Dungan introduced the bill in the Education Committee yesterday. Dungan reiterating that the bill would not prohibit federal agents from performing their duties. They would just be required to have a judicial warrant signed by a judge. This is a little bit more stringent than an administrative warrant. It doesn't go to the same level of scrutiny. There was no opposition testimony to this bill yesterday. We should note that. All right, in our second story, an investigation underway after about 150 Grand Island senior high students took part in a walkout on Monday, peacefully protesting in the streets of Grand Island with signs. The scene eventually turned ugly outside of an elementary school, though, as GIPD says a fight started after a passerby, later identified as 54-year-old Michael Brown, yelled pro-ICE comments towards the group of students. Police say it was then a female student threw a water bottle hitting Brown. He then got out of his vehicle, chased down the girl, when other students stepped in and a fight erupted. The incident was broken up by a teacher from West Lawn Elementary. As that incident happening around dismissal time, Brown was arrested on suspicion of felony child abuse and has since been released. Juvenile was also cited for assault. We reached out to Hall County Attorney Marty Klein, and he said that he is going to slow down and investigate further to determine what kind of charges need to be filed in this incident. And as we continue on with the legislative session, state lawmakers grappling with a nearly $400 million budget shortfall. State Auditor Mike Foley asking why Nebraska paying millions of dollars in incentives to companies that aren't even in the state. According to the report, two tax programs have resulted in nearly $1.2 billion in lost revenue over the past 4 years. This all comes from the Imagine Nebraska Act, giving tax credits to businesses based on the number of employees that they hire. Foley said it's not something that anyone would have anticipated, that a corporation, producing new jobs in Nebraska would suddenly leave altogether. But Foley also added that he does believe that he does not believe there's something, intentional wrongdoing here or malice, but thinks it's an oversight, something that fell through the cracks as corporate tax laws were being written and rewritten in previous years, as we know is going on right now. Let's go ahead. You got to check out our forecast now. Temperatures outside today pretty warm, about 10 degrees cooler than they were yesterday, maybe a little bit more than that depending on where you are. It's not going to be too bad outside, a couple clouds here and there. Breeze is going to be coming up from the south, not as windy as yesterday though, but definitely still some breeze in the region. Then we're going to see a strong drop off of temperatures later on tonight into tomorrow, as we see these temperatures really cooling off with chances of snow. Basically a cold front moves through tomorrow, capping temperatures to Thursday at 28 degrees. Low going to be 8 Friday morning. As far as how much precipitation we're estimating from this, maybe about 2 inches of snow in the Tri-Cities is where I'm going. Probably, I think 1.8 in Hastings, maybe 2.2 Grand Island and Kearney. So an average of 2 inches is where I would put us. I'm not too concerned about this system. It is going to be windy. Visibility is not going to be great. So if you don't have to be out, probably recommend that you're not. But I don't think that this is going to be something severe. I don't think we're going to be worried too much about this. Temperatures starting to raise back up then Friday. Saturday, temperatures back in the 40s. There is a chance of some snow Friday night into Sunday morning. Not concerned about that. We do see lows back in the double digits starting Saturday morning, then back into the single digits on Monday morning, 7 degrees outside, but we're going to be back in the 60s by later on next week. So not going to be too concerned. It's not going to be great, but it's not going to be too bad. That's I think where the moral of the story is, where the arc goes, is that it's going to be cold, but could definitely be worse. That'll do it for me. Thank you for watching Local4’s 4 Things You Need to Know to start off your day. We'll see you right back here tomorrow for the latest. Till then, have a great one.